Hi, love. Today we're going to be talking about why your symptoms of hormonal imbalance won't go away, even though you have the most perfect wellness routine. In case you're new here, my name's Berri. I'm a women's health coach and fertility awareness educator. I fully believe you can balance your hormones without giving up the things you love through stressing less and living more. Over the last 6 years of working in the women's health space, I have found that people can have the most incredible routines, yet not get the results that they want. And recently, I was in a coaching session with a client, and she took me through her routine. Okay. Let me share this routine with you. Okay. She wakes up. She makes sure that she gets the right sleep hours for starters. So she's sleeping at least 8 hours a night and sleeping deeply according to her sleep score. The second thing she focuses on is making sure she's getting protein, healthy fat, and fiber at most, if not all meals. Not only this, but she ensures that she's moving her body every single day, living aligned with her cycle, and she takes it so far as to not consume caffeine or alcohol. I love that for her. Okay. And if that sounds like your routine where you're like, girl, I am doing all of the things, but I'm still getting these symptoms of hormonal imbalance, I'm going to share with you what I shared with her. She essentially decided to book a session with me because she could not get rid of her hormonal migraines. And the cool thing is, when we booked our session and we had our session, she was anticipating having a hormonal migraine 3 days after our session. I'm happy to report that it has been a week and a few days since our session, and she's not had a hormonal migraine. I checked in with her and she's like, I can't believe it. I didn't have one. I'll keep you posted. So that's neither here nor there. What I shared with her is what I'm about to share with you. The one thing you need to do is shift your focus. If you know you have an incredible wellness routine, but for whatever reason you are still getting these symptoms of hormonal imbalance, it's time for you to shift your focus in three areas. Area one, I want you to shift from focusing on gut health to focusing on cellular health. So often, we emphasize gut health. And while gut health is really good, oftentimes people ignore cellular health and cellular function. Let's go back to fifth grade biology. Okay. Literally all life begins with a cell. You have your prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. And I'm not going to get into the semantics of everything because I don't know it that much. But what I know is if your cells are not healthy and functioning the right way, you can have the most incredible supplements in the world, but your body won't actually uptake the nutrients. Right. So I want you to shift your focus from gut health to cellular health. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but how can I support my cells more? Proper hydration, proper remineralization of the body, and proper nourishment of the body and regulation are four of the most incredible game changers, and they're very, very simple. Okay. So that's the first area of focus. You are going to switch from gut health to cellular health. The second area of focus, I wrote it down in my journal because I want to stay on top of it, is switching from restriction to abundance when it comes to what you are doing. So in the hormonal health space, people are very quick to cut out gluten, dairy, caffeine, alcohol, and sugars. And while that is good and eliminating those things can support the body, it's really important that you're not getting so locked into these extremities that you're not enjoying your life. So I'm from the camp of add more and live more, right? Add rather than subtract. So, for instance, if you're somebody who's going to enjoy a cocktail, girl, have your cocktail. I am so here for a nice little tequila moment, but make sure you're also supporting your body, more specifically your liver, and consuming some activated charcoal to actually help the toxins from the tequila get bound and eliminate the body, right? We're adding rather than subtracting. This creates a lot of space and also elicits the proper hormonal response. Oftentimes, when we are in a state of restriction when it comes to balancing our hormones, so we're getting rid of the gluten and the dairy, the caffeine, the alcohol, maybe the sugar, right? What we're also doing at times when we do consume those things is eliciting this response of anxiety and stress. And believe it or not, that puts cortisol into the bloodstream. We all know cortisol is the HBIC of the hormones, honey. And if she's not in check, then a lot of other things are not in check. And that can contributes to this perpetual state of hormonal imbalance. So, what you can do to actually support your body is to ensure that you're actually adding the right things in rather than taking away all of the things you enjoy. The last area of focus that you are going to shift from is really alleviation to transformation. There's a hyperfixation on alleviating symptoms of hormonal imbalance. And baby, I am here for this, okay? I love alleviating the symptoms of hormonal imbalance. And I am so happy and so grateful that I'm no longer dealing with like fatigue and problematic periods and mood swings. However, you have to get out of the mindset of just alleviating the symptom and into the mindset of transforming your body and your life. When you do this, essentially what you are doing is fully committing to hormonal harmony. See, when you are only focusing on alleviating these symptoms, it's somewhat short-sighted and it's not taking into consideration the greater picture, the bigger picture, the grander scheme, for lack of better words, right? So imagine this. You alleviate the symptoms of a heavy flow. You alleviate the hormonal acne. Then what? How are you continuing to prioritize your health? Are you continuing to prioritize your health? Or do you fall off and then these symptoms come back? Right? So we want to fixate, not actually, don't even fixate, just live, right? We want to get out of alleviation and into transformation. So if you're somebody who has the most perfect wellness routine and you want to know why you're still getting these symptoms of hormonal imbalance and how to actually do it, I want you to really shift your focus. Go from focusing on gut health and prioritizing that to focusing on cellular health and prioritizing that. Go from really taking the time to like restrict and just start adding in. Add rather than subtract. And last but certainly not least, switch your focus from alleviation to full out transformation. I hope that this video has been really supportive. I was going to say transformative, but I meant supportive, really supportive to you. And if it has, feel free to comment down below and let me know, the favorite tip you got from it, or better yet, if you're looking to learn how to do this in a step-by-step method, make sure you get your hands on my complimentary 3-step process for balancing hormones training or apply for one-on-one work with me. As always, I love you and I mean it.